You're watching Oilers Nation Everyday with Tyler Yaremchuk. Your one-stop shop for all things Oilers.
Today I asked Waz to go and buy me a coffee. I asked him 3 or 4 times. He proceeded to say no. All of a sudden, he was out of the office, so I texted him and just said, light ice. He replied, as I ordered my coffee, they ran out. What a coincidence. Let's get into it with the lead. Waz, you're not going to get away with this.
It's a load of bullshit, if you ask me.
It's a load of bullshit. Welcome into Oilers Nation Every Day with me, Liam. Not Tyler today. Tyler is away preparing for the biggest day of his life tomorrow. We had the rehearsal dinner yesterday. It was beautiful. It's going to be a fantastic day, but welcome into Oilers Nation Every Day for the next 2 weeks. It'll be me and...
What up, everybody? I now have a camera because we're going to have to do it this way for the next 2 weeks. Also, notice the opening slate. It's Oilers Nation Every Day with Liam Horrobin. Let's go. Let's ride. Also, next year when we do the rebrand, it will say Tyler and Liam.
It will, which is...
So that's nice.
Which is good. I've earned my stripes. Question from Maddie39, which I'll get to right after this quick ad read, because the show is a presentation of Bet365. Whatever your bet is, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app and get in on the game. Use the code NATION, Bet365. Must be 19 years or older. Please play responsibly. I see you placed a couple of shillings over at Bet365 last night, Aaron. Luton Town to win 2-0 over AFC Wimbledon, the opening game of the League One today. Starts at 1 p.m. our local time.
Of course, everybody was talking about that game yesterday.
Luton Town, for those football fans out there, one of the greatest stories in the sport over the last decade or so, I would say.
Are they like Leicester City?
Not quite as great as that. That is the greatest story, I think, especially in English football. They were in non-league football, which essentially is obviously semi-professional. They got promoted to League 2, promoted to League 1, promoted to the Championship, promoted to the Premier League. Their stadium is called Kenworth Road, I believe it is, if anyone wants to go look at it. They is literally, like, you go up the stairs, and it's in people's backyards. It's an incredible stuff, and they were in the Premier League. But then, unfortunately, they got relegated. Then they got relegated again. Now they're in League One. But that should be a pretty good season for them. So you can go bet on that right now. Bet365.
There we go.
I have them over 1.5 goals, team goals, and then also over 2.5 team goals as well. It should be a pretty good game. AFC Wimbledon do not score a lot of goals, and they concede quite a few. Also, if you're looking for maybe a Luton Town jersey, I don't know if they'd have it, but they have plenty of other things down at the Sports Closet, where you can get 3 locations: Sherwood Park Mall, St. Albert Centre, Kingsway Mall, temporary location at the Kingsway Mall, but they're still out there. From jerseys to hats to the legendary foam finger, you'll find it all and more at Sports Closet. Use the code OilersNation in stores and online to receive 15% off your purchase of regular priced items this week only, from July 28th to August 3rd. So only a couple more days.
15% off. Get yourself a new Blue Jays jersey. Shane Bieber jersey, anybody?
Justin Bieber, hello. Over in the Odd Company YouTube chat right now.
Dude, you are smashing them out. Let's go. Attaboy.
Go check out Odd Company this weekend. It's a long weekend. Patio, beautiful weather we're having. Finally. July has been a bit of a dud. Summer is here, just as it's ending. You go down there, grab some Nation beer, have a pepperoni pizza. It's all there for you. Odd Company Brewing, the Ritchie location. Beer Street, I believe they call it, right, Aaron?
It's something like that.
What the kids are calling it.
Something like that.
Odd Company YouTube chat right now. Waz is in. Shout out to Liam, who tried to gaslight me into buying him a coffee. I recommended he goes and gets a $1 coffee for $1 drink days, but he went somewhere else instead.
I offered up, and I don't even have the right to, but I said, Waz, if you go get Liam and I both coffees before the show starts, you can be on the show.
I would have paid for them. I would have given my debit card to go and pay for them.
I don't think you said that part.
No, I never brought that part up, but I would have if he agreed to it. Question from Maddie. Who is an undrafted college free agent for the Oilers could grab next season? Maybe a guy you scouted in the past. There's no one for this upcoming season, but for the year after, no one comes to mind off the top. A lot of the guys who I like have already played junior and gone through college have kind of already made it through that stage. And college hockey is obviously a bit of a different landscape right now. But it's funny you bring that up because today's a big day in college hockey. For the 2009 birth year, you're now eligible to commit to college hockey teams. So obviously the CHL and the NCAA have their new agreement. The big one came down today is, I believe his name is James. Where is it? James Scastleberry. So he was supposed to be a top prospect in the queue.
That's a nice last name.
A great last name. He's 2009 prospect from Montreal. He had 100 points last season in 56 games for the Bishop Kearney Selects, who, for those of you who don't know, are a fantastic organization down in I believe they're in Rochester, at least the New York area. He committed to Boston University. He actually isn't going to the QMJHL either next season. He's going to go and play for the Chicago Steel, who they've had a great reputation of getting players to the NHL. Obviously, Macklin Celebrini. Adam Fantilli is another obviously significant name. Matt Coronado from the Colorado Avalanche. Calgary Flames, another one. So that's a big one. One, obviously, I think a lot of people will look for, especially if you're a fan of junior hockey in Western Canada. Where does Landon Dupont go? He's going to be he already is an unbelievable player. Had exceptional status in the Western Hockey League last season. Now eligible to commit to an NCAA program if he so chooses. We'll see what happens. I doubt he's in any rush to commit to any colleges right now. Aaron, if you were a young boy again, say you're 14,
what
15,
do you mean by that?
14, 15 years old, and you were the best player in junior hockey, would you commit to a team on day one, or would you wait?
Absolutely not, especially in today's NIL world where these kids can get absolute bank. No. I go to the highest bidder, and I keep working up. But I'd be getting an agent by that point, a little bit of everything. I also laughed. Lance Kane said he graduated high school in 2009. Yeah, that's kind of where my brain went to the moment he said 2009. Shout out these kids. I also would 1,000% go the college hockey route, but that's for me off ice things. Because if you could go and live that NCAA, that life out there, I'd be doing it every step of the way and get paid. Come on, brother, let's go.
I'd be going to Denver. University of Denver with David Call. That's his name, right? Yeah. His brother played in the NHL too.
I don't think I'm a Denver guy.
No?
I'm a big weed guy, but I'm not. I don't think I'm a Denver guy. I mean, that's probably the leading candidate, actually, a little bit there. So
there you go.
No.
Continuing in the Odd Company YouTube chat, Brett says, "Up the Wanderers! Big match against Stockport County on Sunday, 5 a.m. start. Be there."
You'll be up after Ty's wedding at 5 a.m. I guarantee it.
Fighting Army said, "What about Wrexham? They're in the championship now. They've been they're a great story as well, but haven't completed the tail yet." Westside Shane said he would commit to ASU. They're actually
me and Westside, we're on the same wavelength there.
They're actually a program that's coming through the ranks. Mackay and Dry, high school grad 2013. Anyone?
Right here, buddy.
Not me.
Here.
I'm not there yet. I'm still a young boy at that point in 2013.
Warren Fogle said watching FIFA is fun, but can't wait for the NFL season. We got to look at the Hall of Fame game yesterday. I don't actually care. You don't actually watch. But it's about seeing the jersey colors on the green field again. That just gets your blood going. A couple mock drafts done by yours truly yesterday.
Yeah, I'm the
fantasy season, baby.
I'm the commissioner of my league. I got to get on the ball for that. I got to get the guys a draft date. I think we got to get things.
Do you have draft orders set?
Yeah, it's based off last season's results. So I think, where did I finish? I think I made the playoffs in third, fourth, something like that. I traded away my first round pick anyway. I can't remember what it's for. It's funny, you just forget so quickly what you did in the fantasy football
season. Once you don't win, I block everything out that happened in the previous season. And unfortunately, I don't win a lot. So I've never played before, actually, by that logic.
Mackay and Dry said, "Not there yet. Liam's still not done high school. Graduated with flying colors."
Gotta get a couple more credits.
Couple
Forgot
more
to do
credits.
my comm. Fuck.
What else do we got today, Aaron? Let's do the rumor mill. That won't take us very long. Brought to you by Star Mechanical. Star Mechanical is one of Edmonton's biggest locally owned and operated plumbing and heating businesses. They have been working within the community for over 20 years, and many of the homes built in Edmonton over the last 2 decades have had their plumbing and heating systems installed by Star Mechanical. Visit them at starmechanical.ca to schedule an appointment and let them keep your home running smoothly. That's my favorite ad read because I can just bang.
You kind of nailed that one.
I know. I hope they never change that.
Shout out Red.
Shout out Red.
Shout out Red. A man I've never met, but a man I feel like I know very well.
There's only really one half significant rumor, if you even want to call it a rumor. It was more a couple of reporters threw cold water on the deal more than anything. But Marco Rossi is still available, or kind of available, I guess. Which one do we have on here? The Frank Cervalli one?
It's
Frank
very
Cervalli
unlikely.
said, Marco Rossi is very unlikely at this point, but I still wouldn't totally close the door on the idea of a potential trade. There's been a lot of teams looking for a top 6 help. He said that on the other day, on the 29th, which was a few days ago. And Jeff Merrick was on Sakaris and Price, one of our sister shows, said, this was about the Canucks, but also on Marco Rossi. If you bring in Marco Rossi, and I sort of side-swiped at Jesperi Kotkaniemi, who we've talked about a lot the other show too, probably for a reason too. I don't know that they can bring them in, and are they going to lead the Canucks forward group? NHL Rumor Report, which is a great follow if you're just looking for quick updates from all these
I love it. I got
insiders.
Twitter notifications on for this one, too.
Shout out to them. They said Jeff Merrick, I guess, on Sakaris and Price, jokingly mentioned Kotkaniemi to Vancouver after saying there was just no trades happening right now in the NHL. But also, I think he might have just been throwing a name out there to just be like, hey, what if this happened? Also, Jesperi Kotkaniemi sucks.
Yeah,
so he should,
not good.
He should go to the Vancouver Canucks. I strongly agree on that one. But the reason why Marco Rossi's name is kind of out there, he is 23 years old, currently still an RFA, 24 goals last season, 60 points, which is essentially was his second full season in the NHL. He's outside.
He had 40 the year before, both last 2 seasons, fully healthy.
Yeah. He's a solid player, Austrian player as well, but played his junior hockey in Ottawa for the 67s as well in the OHL. I would love a guy like this on the Oilers. Obviously, they cannot afford someone like Marco Rossi, not only his contract, but just whatever it would take to get him here via a trade as well. But what an exciting player he would be. But I do believe the Oilers have obviously gone out in order to try to address the youth setup that they're trying to build a little bit here, getting Ike Howard, and then obviously potentially promoting Matthew Savoy. And I know he's not young, but they inexperienced, and bringing a little slight bit of youth, I guess we can call it, in Noah Phil potentially making the team as well. But yeah, I don't see Marco Rossi as a fit in Edmonton.
It for me, and once again, I hate the Vancouver Canucks with the passion of 1,000 suns. Mm-hmm. But you look at their team down the middle, EP40.
Terrible.
Who knows? Philip Hedl, we always joke, and we shouldn't, but he's one hit away from possibly missing severe time. Teddy Bluger, Atu Ratu. Marco Rossi makes that a solid unit down the middle. He would probably be your 2C without a doubt. Mm-hmm. But I hope the Vancouver Canucks, of course, do not do that. But yeah, that'd be a name I got circled. Also, look, they have, I believe, $3.27 million in cap space
have
remaining.
To move a bit more
so they got to
out.
do something there, but there's a chunk available at least.
Well, Joe Smith and Michael Russo, who cover the Minnesota Wild, said on The Athletic, just on Rossi, said that he wants a long-term deal in the $6 or $7 million range. Short-term, he's hesitant to sign what he sees as an under-market value contract, feeling it would make him easily tradable or to leave him buried in the lineup. So, Rossi thinks he's earned a legit contract in the NHL. 100 points in 164 games.
I'd argue he has earned a legit contract in the NHL.
He's a very good player. Very good player.
And once again, we say it all the time. Best ability is availability.
Yeah.
82 the past 2 seasons. Hey, there's value in that.
What else have we got going on?
What else did I have? Oh, I had another one here. Let me just throw up the tweets.
Okay.
It was outside of Carolina. It becomes really difficult to squint and see fits for Erik Karlsson. This is a Frank Saravoli quote. So it's feeling like Carolina or bust because EK wants to win. He also had added that Rickard Rakell and Brian Rust could both be on the opening night roster, of course, but he'd be surprised if that happened. I believe that was Josh Yohe who said that. Dubas, figure it out. That's all I get from this.
Rickard Rakell, Tyler would be very pleased about that if it was 4 years ago. For any of you lifetime Oilers Nation supporters, you probably know that Tyler was clamoring for Rickard Rakell when he was a member of the Anaheim Ducks. He's actually still a decent player. Didn't he have a bit of a bounce back year last season? Yeah, 70 points. Previously had 37 the year before, 35 goals. So he's only 32, right winger. 3 years left on a contract.
I was going to say, what's he got left on that deal?
Yeah, 3 years left on his deal at $5 million. Has an 8-team no-trade list. I would imagine the Oilers aren't on the no-trade list. Why would the Oilers shouldn't be on anyone's no-trade list unless you play for the Calgary Flames, to be fair, or Vancouver. But Brian Rust, the other name on there, right winger as well, can kind of play both sides. He actually earns more money than Rickard Rakell, 5.125. Let's see how he did last season. I think he missed some time through injury a little bit. 71 games, 65 points, 31. Back-to-back seasons, 28 goals, 31 goals. So he's figured out to put the puck in the net, to say the least. He's obviously been, he was good for them during their cup runs as well. Maybe more of a deadline approach, I think, for the Edmonton Oilers at this point. Not much going to happen with them right now. Any other rumors, Aaron?
That's pretty much it in the NHL world, and I spent time trying to look at things.
Yeah, you did. I saw you when I came in.
Draisaitl's going to get married.
We'll get to that shortly.
That's in what's trending, I guess, yeah.
That'll be in what's trending. Let's do the Sherwood Ford Giant Question. Is it the same ad read for Sherwood Ford?
Yeah, valet service.
Oh, okay, lovely.
Giant for a reason. They're sick. We love Giant Mike.
Okay. Hockey fans helping hockey fans. Free valet service for all Oiler fans. Never visit a dealership again for car service. Get an exclusive swag package with every Nation Valet service booked online and get automatically entered to win a monthly draw. You can book online at sherwoodford.ca/nation dash. Nope, that's not a dash. Line Valet Line Service. Make sure you add Oilers Nation Valet in the pickup comments to get in on the draw.
Good point out here by Mackay and Dry. That Draisaitl and Tyler are going to have the same anniversary. Right?
Well, no, they got married yesterday, didn't they?
I think they get... No, I didn't see any actual photo. Well, I guess I saw one of Sam Gagner. Somebody figure it out. I'll text Kennedy.
Okay. I texted Kennedy before about the coffees. No bite. No bite at all.
Because I see a photo of Sam Gagner looking handsome in a suit, but I don't know if that's rehearsal dinner. Could be rehearsal dinner handsome.
Or maybe they're just there. It is in France.
Sam Gagner is also handsome most of the time.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. He's a good-looking fella.
There we go.
Sam Gagner's wife, she left an imprint on the wags on the Oilers, it seems like. Mm-hmm. For a guy and for a family, I guess, that wasn't actually in Edmonton that long during McDavid's era. Sure left their mark. Good for them. Okay, I had this question. I'm curious as well what the chat thinks of this, so please play along. Excuse me. There's a lot of free agents still out there that, excuse me again. Oh my goodness. Aaron, help.
I got you. There's a lot of free agents here still available. We got our Matt Larkin top remaining list. Led off by Jack Roslovic, Liam.
Yeah, it sounds like Roslovic is going to want a 3-year deal. Not going to be what the Oilers are going to be going after. But one thing I wanted to talk about is potential PTO candidates. Now, can we put a link from... Here we go, actually. I got a link right here. I'm going to put the link in the YouTube chat right now, the Odd Company YouTube chat, from Puckpedia for remaining free agents. Let me know if there's anyone on there that you would like to see the Oilers potentially throw a PTO contract at. Now, PTO, I think everyone just assumes the Oilers are always going to sign those players. That's not obviously always the case. We've seen it a couple of times. Due to poor play, they don't make it, or... Hey, sometimes they just play well enough, but they sign for another team, i.e. Chris Versteeg. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, the last few years, Hoffman was the guy that came through, and essentially his career, well, not essentially, his career is over now, and his last stop was Edmonton. But on Puckpedia, the Oilers currently have 14 forwards under contract. That's not including Noah Phillips. So let's just say they have 15 forwards under that. 7 defensemen, but that doesn't include players like Alec Regula, Josh Brown. So we'll say they're at 9. Arto Lepinen as well, the other defenseman they brought over from Finland, who I believe set like the record for most points by defenseman in the league. So the camp is pretty full. But I still wonder if there's some names out there who might sneak their way on just due to uniqueness, I guess, in a way, especially more for the forward I'm going to mention. This is a player that Bob Stoff has mentioned a little bit too, and I'm actually surprised he's still available, but Brett Leeson, he was playing last season for the Anaheim Ducks. He's only 26 years old. 5 goals, 17 points, 62 games played. Was a healthy scratch for all 20 of those games that he missed. Played just shy of 13 minutes, was -2 on the season. Has scored 11 goals once in his career, which was a career high, which was from the year prior. Don't get me wrong, this guy is nothing special, but 6'5", hits decently well at about 65-ish hits last season, which might seem reasonably low, but that would be 5th on the Oilers last season. That was more than guys like Janmark, Arvidsson, Connor Brown, who, when I did a bit of research on this, surprisingly only had 19 hits on the year, which seemed incredibly low. Someone mustn't have counted him when he was going around.
I feel like you just accidentally run into people more than 19 times.
That's what I thought. So I don't mind the idea of a Leeson. He's actually a pretty decent skater as well. If you look at his numbers on NHL Edge, he's actually quite up there in a few things. His shooting is inconsistent. That's why he only has 5 goals, but he does come with a bit of a heavy shot. What I'm kind of thinking of here, and I believe Bob has said this too, I should have looked this up a little bit more, but decent penalty killer as well, has been able to play that role. Look, 62 games last season. Clearly saying he's okay to be a healthy scratch. He's obviously, I don't think any player is okay, but he's a guy you can just rotate in and out. Does he have the potential to be better than a Tomasek? Can he play a role that Kapanen can't do consistently? When Kapanen's not going the way he should be, can Leeson come in and do that job?
Injuries happen too.
Maybe a guy you can even get on a two-way deal and make him eligible to go down and play in Bakersfield. I also don't think if you're still available August 1st, you probably don't even need that waiver eligibility. You could probably just go right through anyway. But actually, too, he's from Calgary, so maybe something he would look at. There were rumors that he was potentially looking at a deal to go to the KHL. I just don't think he would want to go there at 26 years old. You're better off taking a flyer on a PTO. And again, August 1st, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 names left on the list that might actually earn real deals. Jack Rosloff being one of them. So I don't mind Brett Leeson. What did you make of my little spiel there, Aaron?
For me, when I look at this guy, I mean, obviously, points, whatever. He's clearly a fourth-line grinder. 26, good age. 6'5", right-handed shot. The Edmonton Oilers clearly lack a couple of those on the roster. I don't know about his PK abilities. You mentioned Bob Stauffer had mentioned it. It's worth a shot for a PTO. Yep. And I mean, the way I look at PTOs is take as many swings as you are legally allowed to take. And then, hey, you go from there. Injuries happen. If you're starting the season with Brad Leeson on your fourth line, I'd probably be a little bit whatever. But, hey, give him a shot. Young guy. I like that. There still could be something in there. I wouldn't want him to go to the KHL about yet. But right-handed, big body. Sign me up, dude. The Oilers did not lay hits last season. Give me this guy.
Yeah, Veronica asked during my coughing fit, are you okay? I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Also, shout out Veronica's back.
Shout out Veronica. Also in the chat, fighting Amish. I wouldn't hate Luke Cunnan on a PTO, former first-round pick. I feel like the last 2 deadlines, at least, the Oilers have been somewhat linked with Luke Cunnan. Yeah. His underlying numbers aren't very impressive. I know sometimes those J-Fresh models, people don't like them, but if someone's in the red in single digits, I feel like it's someone the Oilers shouldn't fully
Alarm
pursue.
bells will go off.
Matty39 said, Olofsson, he's such an interesting case. Obviously, he had a decent performance against the Oilers as well in the playoffs. I'm surprised Vegas didn't bring him back, considering how much lack of scoring they have on that team. which maybe is a reason why the others shouldn't go for it. Ryan S. says, I like that idea, Liam. Younger. Maddie also asks, is Leeson physical on the forecheck type of a grinder? Yeah, I would say he can work guys down from my understanding of him. Sam Squatch said, Klim cost him. God, I hope they don't bring back Klim Shady.
Why? Why do you not want Klim?
I was a big fan of him, but it's like what Westside Shane just said too. Klim barely played on the San Jose Sharks. Yeah, exactly. Also, Maddie again. Big contributor to the chat today, Maddie.
Yeah.
You trying to get that top fan of the day?
Number 3 right now, I'm seeing.
Have you guys noticed that the fighting Super Wing? I've not seen that person comment once. No offense, Super Wing.
There we go.
But where was I? Fights. The others aren't seeking a fighter. They need guys who can play. I think Brett Leeson can play better than what Klim Kostin would play. Now, this next one, I don't know if I'm fully convinced on this yet, but it's an interesting case, I think. Played last season with the Vegas Golden Knights. What if the others went on PTO'd Ilya Samsonov? His numbers don't look that impressive, but also consider the others goalies from last season. Their numbers weren't that impressive. 28 years old, again, another former first-round pick, 22nd overall to the Washington Capitals, 2015. Only a couple of seasons removed from a really solid season with the Toronto Maple Leafs, where he had a .919 save percentage along with a 2.33 goals against average. 27 wins that season in 42 starts as well for the Maple Leafs. Unfortunately, from there, he regressed. .890 in his final season with Toronto, playing 40 games. Played as a backup last season behind Aiden Hill, .891 save percentage. 2.82 goals against average isn't terrible. The one thing I thought was decent about Samsonov, his expected goals against was essentially 0. Like above or whatever it is. You know what I mean. It was 0. Calvin Pickett's was -9. Stuart Skinner was around a -4. I believe it might have even been a bit lower. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't think it's a terrible option. I'm not necessarily saying he needs to come in and be the starter for this team because I don't think he's at that level yet. But I wonder if he could just be a more consistent backup for you than Calvin Pickett is. And I like Calvin Pickett. I think we all are big fans of what Pickett has done for this team, but is he an upgrade? I 100% think Ilya Samsonov would be an upgrade over Calvin Pickett. I think he's a guy you can probably give back-to-back starts to, like with Pickett outside of the playoffs where he was amazing, obviously, 7-1 record, should really be 7-0. But outside of that run, we all remember the Carolina game where he was great, and so, okay, let's start him against Anaheim. And he got lit up for 4 immediately. I don't think Samsonov is necessarily the answer to everyone's hopes and dreams of a new goalie, but I think he's a better option than what Pickett could bring, or at least can push in camp.
I also think that there's with Samsonov that he has some of that Toronto Maple Leaf stink on him because they ran him out of town here and whatnot. But you look at 891. He had a 919, 3 years ago. So there is a goaltender in there. You talk about we've seen picks have good runs. Samsonov's had an entire good season of a run. However, when we look at Matt Larkin's projected contracts, I think he's got him at $2 million. $2 million.
Yeah.
1 year at $2 million. So
which is why he's still unsigned.
Exactly. So I don't know what the legitimacy would be there. If that's a PTO option, sign me up every step of the way. I feel like he's probably just waiting for some goalie to get injured here at the beginning of the year, and then bang, he will swoop in and go from there.
Also, again, with the PTO, that doesn't necessarily mean the Oilers need to sign him. Yep. And I think it would be good for Samsonov as well to be like, hey, like, look, I'm still playing. Like, I'm here. Like, come and sign me. If that's the Oilers.
Also, a little kick in the ass. Stuart Skinner, Calvin Pickard, give you a little sit up straight kind of moment.
New goalie coach, like maybe like Samsonov better. Like I did see a few things online when I was doing a bit of research on Samsonov, being like, people were linking Gorgiev to Edmonton. Not a chance should the Oilers ever consider that.
He should never play in the NHL again.
Yeah, sounds like he's a bad guy, to be honest. I remember a few years ago when he was on the Rangers and everyone's talking about Tony DeAngelo being the problem in the room. Well, it turns out he's actually probably more Gorgiev than DeAngelo, and DeAngelo ended up, by no means is DeAngelo an innocent man in this either, by the way, but being a bit more of the scapegoat in it. People are actually talking about the vibes.
I was going to say, I like that point from Lance Kane.
Yeah.
Is he a vibes upgrade? Probably not over
I
Calvin
think
Pickard.
vibes are always good if you're winning.
Yeah.
I agree, though. Like, it would take a lot.
I think even this Oilers team, when they're winning, their vibes are still pretty...
Yeah.
Like when your leaders are Connor and Leon and they don't smile, you kind of fall from there. But once again, is your backup goaltender that much of an impact? We did see it from picks throughout this past season. They love that, man.
Yeah. So,
Yes, everyone's given up on Binnington. Yes.
Binnington?
Warren Fogle asked, do Oilers fans still think they will get Binnington? No.
Oh, yeah, and then 3-0 said I think most Oilers fans have is Matty 39. Again, really gunning for that top fan of the day. As you guys said, it's August 1st. These guys are not signed. How many contract offers are these UFAs getting to turn down and turning down? I would assume most of these guys have maybe not turned any down, to be honest. They're probably out seeking PTOs for the most part right now. But halfway through the show, Aaron, it's probably time we move on to the main event.
The main course?
The main course. Tier list. We did this a lot last summer when Tyler went on vacation. So we're doing it again. It's presented by Liquor Law. Liquor Law. When employees cross the line, Liquor Law is here to referee. If you've been fired without cause, pushed out of your job, or treated unfairly at work, a good employment lawyer can help. Oh, never mind. Call for backup so you can defend your rights and make sure you get what you're owed. Go to Liquor Law and book your free consult today. And the tagline, because you work hard, and that's what you deserve.
Nailed
Level
it,
the
brother.
playing field.
Nailed it.
I've been watching The Good Wife a lot recently. You ever watch that show?
No, I have never watched that show.
Okay. So The Good Wife.
I've seen a lot of commercials for it, though.
It's unbelievable. And the cameos they have on the show are crazy. Like, Pedro Pascal just played this random guy for like a season. But he only did like 5 episodes.
Well, the internet's turned on Pedro Pascal now.
Yeah, like,
the pendulum has swung all the way back now for some reason. You're a Marvel guy. Didn't they say they're going to like reduce his role or something in the new...
No, they should not.
I'm quite certain I read that
Let's not
yesterday.
let the wokeness overtake us again. Come on. Let's level the playing field.
Has anybody watched South Park yet? Let me know in the chat. The chat.
You know, I've seen all this Pedro Pascal stuff and Vanessa Kirby. And I saw this one meme and it was like, I consent. And it's like the person who's not involved being like, I don't.
That's God,
good. Just move on, people. Just go and enjoy movies. Like, who was I talking to about this? Oh, my friend Brennan. Shout out Brennan. And he asked me about the Superman movie. And he's like, what did you think? I was like, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a really fun movie to go and see. He's like, yeah, it looked really cool. It's just like, I saw people were complaining about the colors. And I thought to myself, I was like, can we just like live our lives and not worry about every detail about things anymore?
Can we just watch a super alien from Krypton come and save the day? Can we can we not overcomplicate things?
It's a man who literally has his underpants over his pants. Come on. Ryan S. People don't enjoy anything anymore. You're telling me. And I won't stand for it, people.
We do in this room. And you know what else we enjoy?
Tier lists.
Tier ranks.
Okay, let's see what we got. So this one, Aaron, if you care to explain, because you obviously set this one up for us.
So here we go. I'll give you a little look right here. It's your classic. Just tier rank. S tier. That's the elite of the elite. Then A, B, C, D. I could have done F, but I didn't want to overcomplicate things. D for dog shit. I'll put it at that. S is your absolute best. I uploaded every headshot from Oilers who played significant roles. I even put Matt Savoy. He only played 4 games, but I knew that I would rank him up high, so I was willing to do that. But play along in the chat. Liam, I can't see the chat while I do this.
Okay, I'll manage the chat.
You man that right there.
Okay.
Let's kick it off.
Which way do you want to start? You want to start at the top or the bottom? Let's get a couple of these out of the way.
Like, these are easy, right?
Can you change the title, the things on them right now, or is that done?
I can change that.
Okay. Just go awesome.
Or should I put God tier?
God tier.
Yeah, okay, God.
Solid. Fine.
I love our descriptions.
Needed more, but okay.
No, too many words.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Need more. Terrible. Underwhelming. Do underwhelming. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, that's fair.
Is that fair? That works? That works for
Yeah.
everybody?
Okay.
All right,
So
kick it
let's
off.
go through. Obviously, the first couple here are pretty solid. Leon Draisaitl should have won the Hart Trophy. God tier.
That's the easiest
Connor
thing I'll ever
McDavid
do.
is God. So we should probably put him up there. Evan Bouchard. Now, I think this actually deserves a bit more of a conversation than just throwing him right into the God tier. First thing we need to address. We're doing all season, right, with playoffs. He was unbelievable in the playoffs. The best player.
He was God tier in the playoffs.
And the rumor has it, he was injured.
That's crazy.
So that's the craziest thing. Regular season, we can all agree, underwhelming. Should have been better. Needed a bit more from him. He only had 60 points.
And there's the back-breaking errors, the stopping skating, all that stuff. But he was down from last year. He was a point-per-game player in the regular season.
People are saying fine.
I'm going solid without a doubt.
I think God. I think his playoff performance out-trumps everything that he does in the regular season. However, to make this fair, we'll make a poll and we'll come back to Mr. Bouchard.
We'll do that at the very end because he is definitely the most polarizing.
Yeah, so I'll do that one right now. God, solid. What do we got? God, solid, fine, need more.
Yeah.
Needed more.
The next one, I'm curious how this is going to go as well.
Please vote.
Our player is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
I think fine. We talked about
I'm
it the
between
other
fine
day.
and need more.
I think need more.
But when I needed more from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, he showed up.
So that's why I wouldn't put him in need more.
Yeah.
I think fine is good. Obviously, the other day we talked about him in the sense of that I think he's the number one player next season that needs to improve from what he did. His numbers have dropped off significantly. Who knows what role he's going to play with the team? I think fine is a really, really good one because also, too, like if we're measuring this on playoffs, he was great against Dallas. Yeah. Unbelievable against the Dallas Stars. Got injured against Florida, so it's hard to you can't really put anything on that. But I think throughout the playoffs, showed up consistently. Even in the regular season when McDavid and Draisaitl were both out, he did really, really well. I think fine is fine.
I think fine is fine as well. Because of that stretch he had with Connor and Leon. He was fantastic. Zachary Martin-Hyman up next.
Now, this is another tough one. It's hard to forget that hard to remember that the Oilers had a very poor regular season. They really didn't have a lot.
What did he finish with goals-wise? I really wish I had more monitors.
20. Aaron has 2 monitors, by the way.
And I got my phone with the chat now, so I can see you guys.
He had 44 points, 27 goals in 73 games. But you will probably remember he struggled to score early in the season. And Ryan S. just put it in the chat, and I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Need more.
Need more, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. He underwhelmed. I love Zach Hyman. He figured out a different kind of role for himself as well in the playoffs. But again, scored 5 goals before he got injured, and 2 of them came in the game before he got injured. So I think that's important on that. Warren Fogle said, why isn't Kane on there even though he showed up for the playoffs? Damn it.
Because I went through the regulars. I can add him. Yeah, I can add him.
That's okay. I think Kane is fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have put Kane in fine.
Yeah. I think.
But now he's dead to me, so
his overall workload throughout the playoffs, I think, was decent. He was good against LA, really good against Vegas, decent against Dallas, fell off a cliff against Florida. I also don't think that was 100% his fault. I think the refs were really seeking out, trying to call some penalties on him. So thank you for throwing that out there, Warren Fogle. You're not on the list because we traded you. Oh, you didn't want to sign it.
Fighting Amish said 3 monitors is the bare minimum if you're a real nerd. If you knew how close I am to Liam right now, but it doesn't look like it. We're in a shoebox over here.
Yeah, you want to see how close we are? Check this out.
Oh, no, you might not be able to. Oh, there it goes. They can see the monitor. Yeah, I got to block the monitor.
I didn't travel that far.
There we go.
Okay.
Matthias Ekholm, the Viking.
Another tough one.
Because until the injury, I'm between solid and fine before the injury.
We'll go with fine.
I think fine, yeah.
I think, again, a bit of an underwhelming season from Matthias Ekholm. I think there was a lot of moments where Evan Bouchard took the heat when it was actually Ekholm making the mistake.
Totally.
I don't think need more is out of the realm of possibility.
I see Ryan S. put need more. I
We'll put fine.
If it's the playoffs, I need a lot more.
He did almost score 10 goals and only played 65 games.
Exactly.
So if he, 33, what's the math on that really quickly?
I can't go solid. No way.
No
Fine,
way.
but I can't go totally need more.
So
because that's just recency bias thinking of the NHL playoffs.
He was on pace for 42 points on the season, which would put him in a point every other game as a 34-year-old defenseman in the league. I think that's fine. We'll put him at fine. I think
we'll put him in fine.
Darnell Nurse.
The doctor.
This is a tough one. Again, decent regular season.
Dude, he's another guy that, and so it was last season. I thought Darnell, remember we were jokingly doing our hashtag Nurse for Norris, and up until the All-Star break of that year, he was good.
He was good.
And then it really fell off after that. I felt this year, he was solid for the regular season, and then against tougher competition in the NHL playoffs, I think we saw a definite downturn in his play, but for a large portion of the regular season, Darnell was good. Not God, good.
Yeah, not God, all good. Throw some in the chat right now. Ryan's in with a solid. Westside Shane is a fine. I wish we had a one between the two of them because I didn't need more. I didn't need that much more. In the playoffs,
I think I'm going Darnell fine. I'm going Darnell fine.
Fine. I think
going Darnell fine.
Solid.
He could be solid, but the NHL playoffs has taken that down for me to a fine.
Davin said, I don't remember anything from Nurse this season, which is good.
Right? That
is a good thing. I think he was fine.
Yeah, we'll stick with fine.
Corey Perry. Man, I'd be pretty close to putting him in God.
I'm pretty close to putting him in God tier.
He's at least solid. I think he's another player we can come back and address. Actually, you know what? Screw that. I'm going God.
I was about to say, Liam, it's our list.
The guy scored 30 goals.
Like
it combined, he's 40 years old.
What more could he have done to be in God tier? Like he exceeded expectations by 100-fold.
He literally took Zach Hyman off the power play in the playoffs.
That's a God tier.
How
that's
well
God
he was
tier.
playing.
That's God tier.
I think, and I've said this a few times on the show, outside of McDavid and Draisaitl, Corey Perry was the Oilers' best player. Yep. And that's not necessarily a good thing, especially when you have Zach Hyman and need more.
And I'd argue he was one of their most consistent forwards all season long. Like, not huge scoring, dry spells.
5 fights. Stepped up.
Once again, what more could he have done to be a God?
Totally.
No, he has to be a God.
Connor Brown, solid.
Yeah, you want to go solid? What did he finish with points-wise?
He had 13 goals.
That's solid.
13 goals. Don't forget how much he contributed in the playoffs as well. He had, big moments for them in the playoffs. Disappointing Connor Brown's gone, don't get me wrong.
I'm very okay with solid.
30 points this season for $1 million.
That's solid.
That's really good.
You know what word comes to my mind when you say that? Solid.
Solid.
Jeff Skinner.
Look, we all wanted Jeff Skinner to work here. It did not. I think Aaron has just slid him into the right spot for need more. I think the Oilers seeked more. I think Jeff Skinner gave them a lot, don't get me wrong. He was actually really solid in the playoffs when he played. But at the end of the day, he wasn't an everyday player because he couldn't meet that standard of what the organization wanted.
I do think we saw, too, throughout the year, I remember joking, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Halfway through the year, you saw Jeff Skinner playing defense, back-checking hard, getting into battles, competing. I guess Nami just didn't see enough. We all know how we feel about it. Everybody in this chat, we wanted more, but...
Career low for Jeff Skinner.
Go Sharks. Go Sharks.
Go Sharks.
Victor Arvidsson.
Need more. Yanmar.
I'm willing to put him in Yanmar.
I think Yanmar.
I'm willing to. He flopped like a fish on the ice way too much. That's Yanmar territory.
Yeah. And the fact he was playing fourth line minutes in the playoffs for some certain moments was a healthy scratch in Game 6 of the Cup final. That's terrible.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
Adam Henrique. I'm a need more. I'm a simply need more.
You need more.
I'm not going to be as critical enough to ever put him in the Yanmark category. No. I mean,
35.
There was a lot of games where you just saw, we joked, remember last year about the cardio line with Ryan McLeod and Warren Fogle and whatnot. They just skate around. At the end of the day, with Rico a lot, I just went, oh, did he do anything tonight? Do I remember anything memorable from him? So I think that's need more through and through.
I would have him in fine, just because my expectations are incredibly low.
See, my expectations are But maybe that's me. Maybe that's a me problem.
Well, I think too, like,
but he's playing a defensive role. Like, he's adapted to what he's supposed to do.
but if you want to put him in need more, if you want.
What do I got in the chat here? Need way more. Need more. Need more.
Well,
I don't know if that's
tell
for
me.
Arvidsson.
Tell me in the chat as well. Like when you say need more for Henrique, like what do you want? Like Aaron just explained, is like sometimes I just feel like he just skates around. He scored 12 goals and 27 points this season as a third line center, essentially the whole time. That is.
I need another 10 points.
Okay, so you want him at like 40 points,
35,
40 points.
Just a little bit more.
Okay,
just a little bit more.
I think you will get a little bit more from him. I think he was fine throughout the season. Brett Kulak.
Well, let me
I
just...
think, God, I think he was solid.
You're damn right he's solid.
Consistent throughout the season. He's a guy in the playoffs you can elevate in your lineup. His play deteriorated a little bit when Ekholm came back, but it's also a reminder that he was playing top pair minutes for a lot of the playoffs as well.
For 3 rounds of the NHL playoffs, where we said Evan Bouchard is a Matthias Ekholm leech, Brett Kulak, I mean, he's the definition of solid. Yeah. It's right there. He's very consistent. The one way I could say, and I think about it, I want to put him in God tier just because I think that about my boy. But when he switched to the right side, it was definitely a big downturn. Now, is that necessarily his fault? Who knows? But that play right there, I can't put you in God tier from that and he was not good in the Cup final. I'm man enough to admit it, Liam. I'm man enough to admit it.
Vasily Podkolzin. I think he could fit in 3 categories here. I think you could put him in solid. I think you could put him in fine. I think you could put him in need more. So I think we should meet in the middle.
We put him in
fine.
Yes.
He was consistent.
Because that's
his offense wasn't.
That is a beautiful breakdown, Liam. Because he was fine. There's moments I needed more. There was also moments where I went, this guy's solid as a rock. This guy is consistently played next to Leon Draisaitl for the whole season. So
you weren't ever upset with him.
Yeah, no. Well, maybe if he missed a net by 5 feet.
Michael Parsons just put out a statement saying, "Thank you, Dallas." Did he get traded?
Ooh, I don't have enough money.
Unfortunately, I know. Oh, wow. He said, I no longer want to be here. Damn. Wow. Michael Parsons leaving to join the Detroit Lions, I could only assume.
Patriots got money. Let's go. Wow, that's crazy. Jerry Jones insane. Just driving dudes out of town.
Yeah, what a moron. Davin said, Capital fine. Matthias.
Pod's fine.
Oh, yeah, let's rip through a couple of Yanmark. Yep, you know what to put him.
Well, we'll put him in the front.
Yeah.
Wait, can I? Yeah, there we go.
Matthias Yanmark. Need more goals. Need more, period.
I need more goals
I don't need
and less
crazy,
of you. I'm kidding.
But you're on a 3-year deal for $1.3 million.
Ty Emerson.
Why? D said, why is it okay that Kulak can't play his offside, but you guys roasted Broberg as a rookie being forced to play his offside? That's not true. Broberg was awesome for the Oilers in the playoffs and against the Florida Panthers when they played him on his offside. He stepped on a stick. So I'm not sure what you're talking about, D. Move on.
I mean, also, rookie NHL defenseman compared to NHL veteran that's been in the league for a long time, I would say those are different. Those are different scenarios. Ty Emerson.
I'm going to say fine. I think, obviously, he didn't play in the playoffs outside of the first couple of games in the first round. It's a rookie. Need more, of course, but I think that just comes with the territory of being a young player in the league. I'm going to say fine. He was pleasant this season. There was moments, flashes of good. You never expected Ty Emerson. I mean, you hope that maybe in the playoffs he'd have that big role, but I still believe he'll play a role in this team next year. He was fine. Cheeks. Need more.
Really?
I would say need more consistency. I think it's fair. Can't sit here and roast Yanmark for not doing much often. And then
he just had those flashy. He had some moments but then he had moments where he was health bombed as well.
I think back to game 4 was when the Oilers came back in the Cup final, and he was literally the divider on the bench between the defensemen and the forwards. Then he came out and he got the assist on Jake Wallman's goal that gave the Oilers the lead in that game.
I'm seeing some fines and solids considering he was a waiver wire pickup.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
fine.
That takes me to fine then. Yes, thank you. That's a good point.
Who is that?
That?
Yeah.
Jake the Snake.
Jake Wallman, his face looks weird in that. Solid.
Sorry, Jake.
I think he was a really good addition for the team.
I'm putting solid.
I think solid.
Like, he came in that first game against the Dallas Stars. We were all unfamiliar with his physicality when he lit up Mikko Rantanen. And in the next 4 or 5 games, he's blocking every shot that came his way. I only knew of him as an offensive gritty guy. And by gritty, I mean literally the gritty guy. Jake Wellman. He exceeded my expectations when he joined the Oilers.
Great player.
Yeah.
Next, Derek Ryan. We all love DRTM, but he's in the Yanmark category. Troy Stetcher. Fine. I think fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, he can push solid for like the role he had whenever he came in a lineup. I thought he was
and he played playoff minutes.
Played
with Darnell. He had the moments of being a Darnell whisperer.
Yeah. John Klingberg.
Look at that photo of John Klingberg.
It's a tough one. He's a really tough one because he was terrible for them in the regular season. It was awful. I was surprised he ever played for them again.
I remember having a clip, and some guy screenshot and sent it to me, and it was me saying, if John Klingberg plays meaningful minutes in the playoffs, we are so fucked.
And then he was unbelievable.
Then, turns out he was a knight in shining armor coming out of nowhere, and he kind of saved the day a little bit, but he was dreadful in the regular season. Unplayable. Fine. But because the playoffs matter. Playoffs matter.
Yeah. Max Jones, Yanmark.
He then earned himself a $4 million deal.
For 1 year. He'll be back. He'll be back. Keep your Klingberg jerseys, folks.
He's got his apartment still. Him. He's paying for
it. Max Jones, Yanmark.
Yep.
Noah Philp. Needed more, to be honest.
Yep.
Josh Brown, Yanmark.
Yep.
Matthew Savoy, fine.
I would agree with that as well.
Yeah.
Where did we end on the poll?
The poll, solid for Evan Bouchard, which is fair.
There you go.
There's your final list. Aaron, I'll let you make one change.
If I were to make one change, it's a tough question.
Oh, we didn't have the goalies.
Oh, yeah, I just did forward. Shit. Okay, just imagine, where would you put Stuart Skinner?
Need more.
Where would you put Calvin Pickard?
Fine.
Yeah. I might even put him in solid, but probably fine. I'd probably settle with fine.
I just think, I really do think back to that Anaheim game, and I know it's just the Anaheim Ducks in whenever that was, February. But like, the Oilers were on such a skid at that point, had a huge win against Carolina, and he played so well, and then really let them down against the Ducks at home in the first period. And I don't think the team necessarily played terribly either in front of him. It was just like some bad errors from Matthias Janmark. Hilarious. Calvin Pickard.
If you could make a change, what would you do? I'm kind of stuck here. Also in the chat, play along. If you can make a change, what would you do?
D said Corey Perry was not a god. D, I don't know if you were in here before. We kind of just pointed out how he scored 30 goals as a 40-year-old.
So what more could he have done to get into that territory?
Davin said, too many Janmarks. Bro, how do we make the final? Honestly, it's a great question. You also got to think, like, 3 of those guys didn't really play for the Oilers at all. Well, one of them played 1 game, and Josh Brown and Derek Ryan and Max Jones didn't play. It is, just looking at the list, quite frankly, amazing that the Oilers did make the cup final. For how underwhelming the year was, you know?
What a journey, what a roller coaster. I can't wait to do it all over again.
My change would be Evan Bouchard. That would be the only one I would change. But I think putting him in a solid is fine. I would say God. I just think back to those moments in the playoffs, man. Like the LA Kings, how huge he was in that game.
Put Janmark below the Janmark level.
Hell yeah. Finally fighting on.
He's out Janmark himself.
D also said, I think Pickard was one of the best backups in the league. I think he did a fine job.
Yep.
Lance said Janmark to God. I don't know. I think I would have had Henrik a little bit more too. But again, like, I fully admit that my expectations of him are lower than maybe what other people would think. But I don't think he was by any means anything spectacular on the season. But anyway, there's a tier list.
That's a good list. I feel good about that.
Yeah,
list.
I think that's a fine list. Quickly, let's move on to What's Trending by Oodle Noodle. Where's the ad read? Should have pulled this one up earlier.
We're going to be Noodle tomorrow.
Oodle Noodle, it's a long weekend. Buy one, get one 50% off on all signature boxes. Chicken, beef, or tofu only. Active only during... Oh, what the heck? That's Canada Day long weekend. Double points.
For $2 on your combo box, you can add 5 spring rolls or 2 green onion cakes for $2, I do believe.
Can we update the talking points? It's number one on the list.
Running up the poll. Running up the total
Number
poll
one
here.
on the list. Third thing it says is Canada Day long weekend. But they're the top. We're in August. God damn it. What's trending is actually... It's our biggest segment every day now because that's all we have.
We got to talk about other things here.
Draisaitl's wedding. That'll be big. Apparently it's tomorrow, so that's really good. I'll run through 2 of them really quickly right now. I want you to talk about the Dallas Stars thing.
Yeah.
Jason Smith, the new head coach of the Edmonton Oil Kings. Good luck to him. Gator back in oil country. It's really good news. Coached with the Kelowna Rockets, and it was with Lehigh Valley as well.
I couldn't tell you.
D. When you factor Kulak, Costas, Broberg, I would put him below. Yeah, Mark.
How did Kulak cost us
Kulak
Broberg?
didn't cost us Broberg.
It was
Ken Holland actually did.
$2.75 million. What? I disagree with that.
Strong disagree, D. Quickly rising up the rankings as top fan of the day. Conor McGregor in the what do they call it? The pool again to see if he can be eligible to fight. The testing pool.
Oh God! I'm so done with Conor McGregor.
One urine sample, and I saw a tweet being like, "Scientists must experiment on this and see what it's like." Blue Jays did some trade deadline stuff yesterday. I think it went well.
They did. Shane Bieber,
not Justin.
Shane Bieber is very good. He won the Cy Young, 2 years ago? I wish we needed Tyler for this, but he won the Cy Young. He had Tommy John surgery, which these days, everybody and their dog gets Tommy John surgery. These high school kids are getting it before they go to the MLB. He's been on doing a rehab stint, and I believe in 11.1 innings, he has 21 strikeouts.
There you go.
Could he be back? Also, big point, he once wore not Justin Bieber jersey. And then Justin Bieber then wore a not Shane Bieber jersey. So,
shout out Justin.
They're already boys. That's good for locker room vibes. But once again, look at this. Cy Young, pitching triple crown, gold glove winner, 2-time All-Star, All-Star game MVP, which doesn't really matter. All MLB first team. This guy can throw gas. So here's to hoping at least.
Gas, not ass. Dallas Stars are ruining
gas,
hockey.
grass, and ass. There we go, yeah.
The Dallas Stars are ruining hockey.
Okay, so Dan, shout out Nation Dan, and I think he wants to maybe mention it on ONR later, but who knows. He filled me in on this. Maybe I can put the link in. Oh, yeah, I have the article right here. I'll put the link in. So, long story short, but the Dallas Stars have basically monopolized minor youth hockey in Dallas, and they've bought up all the arenas in the Dallas area around everywhere in the last several years. Since they've taken it over, they have basically just been raising the rates to play hockey, really monopolized the shit out of it. And then they also found out that they were getting less preseason games, less regular season games, and the kicker. They were only getting 1 hour of ice time, practice time a week for all of these teams. How the fuck are you supposed to get better after 1 hour a week on the ice? But all this stuff came out. There was one county of Fresno, something like that.
Fresno, yeah.
They sued them or whatever because they were paying for things that they weren't actually getting, and I believe they won the case. And it's like, if your kid has now quit hockey, you get $312 per season that you were overcharged. Either way, they've monopolized the shit out of youth hockey out there. Dallas Stars, kind of out on the Stars recently.
Pretty disgusting behavior, to be honest.
It's
the reason the Dallas Stars have a team is to grow the game, and you're literally killing it in your own state. So,
eat the rich, Lance. Attaboy. Yes, attaboy.
Yeah. Bad luck today.
That's
for
gross.
The city
That's a
of
gross
Dallas.
move from the Dallas Stars.
Disgusting.
Sam Steele, he would never be a part of something like that.
Never. Let's check out Bet365 quickly because you got something really interesting in there, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Go over to Bet365, download the app, Code Nation. Elks are currently plus 7,500 to win the Grey Cup.
Hammer that shit.
Odds seem
Hammer.
too low.
Yeah.
They're currently 1-5, facing the Hamilton Tiger Cats, who I believe are on a 4-game win streak, so that's not ideal for them. Yeah, breaking news. The Elks continue to stink.
Bad.
Very bad.
But you should listen, Elks Nation.
Check out Elks Nation.
Shout out Declan. Shout out Eddie Steele.
I
really like Eddie Steele. I like those
clips. Not afraid to say how it is.
Also, his biceps are the size of my
head.
My thighs. It's like it makes no sense.
They're brutal.
You can tell that there's one former athlete walking around this office. Yeah. You can tell which one it is pretty clearly compared to almost milk bags.
Lance said lots of football left. Yep, unfortunately for season ticket holders there is. Westside Shane.
Liam, no. We still support the Elks, but they got to start running trick plays or something here to keep me entertained during this. Like Dan Campbell trick plays. Let's get him going.
Trey Ford is bad. Cody Fajardo is actually pretty good. Warren Fogle says, Liam, do you still have hope for your Detroit Lions to have a great playoff run this coming season? Yes.
You're not worried losing coordinators?
No, not really. I think, what was that guy's name? Ben Johnson?
Ben Johnson. And Aaron Glenn?
Arguably lost us the playoff game last season with some of the plays he was doing. So I'm fine with it. The schedule's a bit tougher, so it might be a bit more of a difficult season, but I still think they have a great roster.
Jared Goff is one repping the ball. He's still good.
Yeah, and Aiden Hutchinson's coming back. Might win Defensive Player of the Year.
That was a gross injury. I forgot about that.
Against Dallas, too, actually, funnily enough. Blue Jays currently minus 150 to win the AL East, plus 1,000 to win the World Series.
I might have to sprinkle on a World Series. Plus 1,000 is a nice even number.
Yeah.
Now the trade deadline's done. It's go time for the Blue Jays now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's it. Good show, Aaron. We'll be back on. So next week.
High five, dude.
We'll be back next week, Tuesday, Thursday, because obviously it's a long weekend as well. I believe you're going to do Jeopardy on Monday?
Yeah, so we recorded a Jeopardy on Wednesday. I saw somebody was mentioning it. I think it was Maddie, MVP of the chat today.
Thanks, Maddie.
Asking for more Jeopardy. If you still haven't watched it, there is an Oilers Nation Jeopardy on the YouTube right now between Ty and Liam.
Great episode.
On Wednesday, I did another one with our boys Coombsy and Zachary Lang. So that should be dropping. Yeah, I'm shooting for Monday.
Yeah.
Give me some long weekend content. Test your brain out. Test your knowledge. My buddies all played it together while we did it.
Oh, nice.
They also thought there was controversy. That's so good. They kind of agreed
on mine?
with you. That they agreed with you a little bit.
Damn straight. That question should have been eliminated. Hand up. Messed up the math. But it should have never got to that point anyway. Either way. Yeah. All right.
Enjoy that.
Enjoy
your weekend.
Oilers Nation Radio. Going to record that right away. Long weekend. Go out. Enjoy the weather. Don't watch hockey.
Yeah.
Don't. You can consume our content on Monday.
Don't crash Tyler's wedding.
Tyler's wedding. Congratulations to him and Amber tomorrow. It's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be sweaty.
Yeah, it is going to be very sweaty. But there you go. Oil up.
Love you all.